Hello guys and girls and welcome to the team builder for the semi-finals of the International Competitive Battling Association. Like you can tell from title and thumbnail, we are facing off against the Oregon Duckletts, coached by none other than JohnnyGB, one of the commissioners of this league. And if you're not aware, this is actually a rematch we battled before in the regular season, in which he actually got the upper hand versus me. So I am not only here to get into the finals of the season, but to get some revenge on him as well. But like you already know, every time I talk about the rematch, I always talk about the pros and cons of winning and losing the the match before, better said. And this time I am on the losing side, so I actually think I do have the advantage because I already saw what his game plan of winning is. And if I can counter that, there's a very high chance that I actually can pull through this game, because usually you don't think about the rematch before, like in the first match. You don't think, okay, I maybe face this guy again, barring it's in the last few weeks. So I already saw what, in his opinion, his best team is he brought with me. And now he has to bring something different. So it's either going to be worse or it's going to be the same. And that's the way I have kind of an advantage, I want to say. Barring, of course, he can crack up something which is equally good or even better than that, because he didn't thought of that the first time. But that chance, of course, is lower than the other two scenarios. So I'm going in having a bit of an advantage, but I still have to be careful. Last time I lost mainly, I want to say, because of the mistake I overprepped for Settlements, which didn't come, and he brought actually his Hail Core of Sand Slash and the Line Tails. And I did some mistakes, like miscalculating rocks damage on my Comfy, so I preserved it even though it would just die to rock switch and all this good stuff. So yeah, some mistakes on his part, on my part, and some good team building on his part is what it cost me. So yeah, let's go over this team though, and totally so I can have a glimpse on what he can bring. He got the Greninja, Protein Greninja, that is Zapdos, Salamence, Entei, Alola Muk, Alola Ninetales, Alola Sandslash, Azelf, Rotom, Seismitoad, and Steelix. Biggest threats to my team, without a doubt, Greninja of Protein. That's like up there, like even out, like see like it's outside of the webcam. That's how big of a threat it is. Then of course the Salamence, I have to be very careful about. His free Zemo users are, by the way, the Salamence, the Greninja, and the Alola Sandslash. So last time he didn't brought the Mens. I kind of over-prepped for that because of that, but I can't look over it right now. Especially now, since he is in the shoes of basically having to come up with something else. Salamence is a very likely bring to my team, and I have to be careful about that. Of course, I can over-prep for that thing again, but I still can't forget it totally. I can't focus on the things he brought last time. I have to focus on the other things as well, like the Mens, like the Zapdos, which brought last time, like the Entei, which could potentially come. But yeah, biggest threats, I want to say Greninja, then it's going to be the Salamence, and then the rest of the team is kind of doable with me. Like, even the Sandslash, which was a problem last time, was just a problem because I brought a Skarmory set with actually no recovery. If I had just recovery on Skarmory, Sandslash wouldn't have been wouldn't have that big of a problem. So yeah, that's basically my thoughts about this team, and let's go over mine. First up, you see actually Life of Blaziken with Fire Blast, Hidden Power Ice, Vacuum Wave, and Agility. And the first thing you're probably saying is, why, Lars? Why does Blaziken have Blaze? What is wrong with you? You drafted Speed Boost Blaziken, it was an S tier mod. Why are you running Blaze? And that is sadly because Vacuum Wave together with Speed Boost is illegal. I have to run Blaze if I want to have Vacuum Wave. And Vacuum Wave actually was the move I talked about last time. I don't remember if you're the team builder from last time we were talking about the move on Blaziken, which I should have brought, but I didn't brought. This move is Vacuum Wave right here. It deals with the Sand Slash, basically just outcodes it because it's quarter weak to it. It deals with the Greninja because I out-prioritize it if I'm faster. That's why Agility is here, because sadly I don't have Speed Boost. Before the match, I actually didn't know that Speed Boost on Vacuum Wave wasn't legal, so yeah, that's why I'm running Agility. And for the other moves, I have Fire Blast as my main stab option, Hidden Power Ice for the Salamence, which I can't hit with Vacuum Wave and Fire Blast. I was thinking about putting a Hidden Power Grass for the Seismitoad, but in the end I thought that Salamence is the bigger threat because I can't hit it with my other moves. And the Scizor, if it's physically defensive, which is most likely, it still takes like 40% from a life for Fire Blast. So after some chip damage, I can 2-hit KO that thing. If I'm Blaze, I can definitely 2-hit KO that thing. So that is awesome. I have enough speed, so I can speed everything up to a Choice Scarfed Azelf after in Agility. The rest in max special attack and the rest in bulk. This is basically more of a surprise sweeper because there's potential for some mind games. If he, for example, he sees that I don't get a speed boost, he might just think I misgent this one, and he might not expect the agility or something like that. So yeah, there's a lot of mind games potential with Blaziken. I don't think he will suspect the Vacuum Wave coming. So I can maybe get some surprise kill with that, get an agility up, and then he goes into Greninja, wanting to Water Shuriken me, and I just Vacuum Wave, and boom, we dealt with that. But either way, that's Blaziken. The main reason I have Blaze is because I want to have Vacuum Wave, and I mean, potentially with some Life or Breed Call, it boosts my Fire Blast to a scenario where I can KO him on, which I couldn't KO before. But Speed Boost, of course, would have been the preferred ability when I could have Protect here instead of Agility. But yeah, next up we got Melodic, which actually the exact same Melodic as last time. Same spread, same moves. Scald, Ice Beam, Toxic, Recover. This is still there for once to deal with the Entei, because a Choice Band Entei can 2-hit KO this set if he burns me with the Sacred Fire. That's of course even better with Marvel Scale. And I scored as my main stab option. Ice Beam, do it for example these Salamence. And of course the Greninja, because if Greninja goes for a move versus me, it's gonna be Grass Knot, which is gonna do a lot because my Melodic is sadly very heavy. But I can hit it with 2 effective Ice Beam. Toxic there for the Seismitoad, which I can't hit of course with Scald because of the Water Absorb. And Ice Beam isn't doing too much, and Recover for recovery. This thing is mainly there to deal with special threats, be it the Azelf and mainly the Greninja, which I'm expecting to come. But it sadly can't do this job alone because Grass Knot just does way too much if he's a Life Orb variant. So he's gonna basically share that job with his buddy over here, which is the Roserade with the Yachi Berry, Slash Bomb, Giga Drain, Hidden Power, Ground Technician Boosted, and Dazzling Gleam. Enough speed to outspeed everything up to an Adamant Entei, because he has to be Adamant Entei if he wants to have the Sacred Fire E-Speed combination. So I can outspeed that hit of Hidden Power Ground. This thing can of course take Grass Knot for days, it's not very heavy, it's quad resisted. But then we have the problem that Greninja can just go for Ice Beam versus me, and that is what the Ayachi Berry is for. Can then Slash Bomb do a lot of damage to him because I'm offensive, even though it's not super effective, because obviously after Ice Beam it's going to be an Ice type. It does a butt ton of damage to him. Then I have Giga Drain as my main stab option, as one of my secondary stab options, giving me recovery, smacking the Seismitoad, and Hidden Power Ground is therefore mainly the Alolan Muck, which he brought last time. Other than that, I wouldn't be able to hit that. I can hit that for a lot of damage on the switch in, all this good stuff. It hits the Entei as well, in case he brings that, because like I said, outspeed an Adamant Entei, and I can hit Hidden Power Ground for a lot of damage. And then Dazzling Gleam to hit the Salamence, because I still want to have something to hit that, because I can't really allow that set up freely. And then, like I said, Yachi Berry for the Ice Beam on Greninja. Potentially on some other stuff as well, but mainly for Ice Beam on Greninja. Like, it could take Hidden Power Ice and Zapdos, which I take either way. So I have to be careful with Zapdos, so it doesn't burn my Yachi Berry before I have it intact versus the Greninja. And either way, that is the Roserade. They are mainly the force to deal with Greninja. Roserade, of course, having more jobs with just being offensive and revenge killing or killing stuff. And Roserade Melodic having the job as well to wall some other stuff other than Greninja. Next up, we got Luftwaffe, the Skarmory, physically defensive, this time with recovery and defog and whirlwind and Ironhead. This is there for the Alone Stand Slash and the Salamence. That's why I have the Occa Berry there, because of course, like you all know, Salamence can just run Fire Blast, which is a special attack. So if it would be fully physically attacking, defensive, the Fire Blast would just roast me. He gets his Moxie Boost, he has Dragon Dance up and sweeps from my team. I can't allow that. That's why I have Whirlwind here as well, to Whirlwind it potentially out, because otherwise he could just set up on me, because I could like to run Rock Slide on Skarmory, but that's not doing too much. That's not really stopping Salamence from setting up, that's just doing like max of 50% maybe, depending on my investment and his investment. So yeah, that's not really a plan I want to go for. I'd rather Whirlwind him out, prevent him from sweeping my team. And then we have Defog there for once to get rid of hazards, of course, but mainly to get rid of the Aurora Veil from the Ninetales. I have enough special defense investments so that Blizzard from Ninetales can't 2-hit KO me. Same, of course, with other moves he could go for. Blizzard is the most strongest one. And yeah, then I can Ironhead, actually Oko it, or just defog the defog the Aurora Veil away, or roost up, depending on the damage. This is my main check for these elements, but it deals with the normal Ninetales as well, and mainly it deals with the Aurora Veil, which I don't want to see on the opponent's side of the screen. He has some setup moves he can go for, but in general, just doing half to your opponent messes up a lot of your plans, and especially mine with wearing down the team, because like you can see, I have no hazards on this guy. Like you can see, I will have no hazards on Diggersby as well, so I am dependent on chipping down with moves and not with hazards. So, and with that, Aurora Veil is very annoying, so I have to get rid of that. Yeah, that is Skarmory. Next up, let's talk about Diggersby, which is this time a Choice Banded variant, enough speed to outspeed the Jolly, Sandslash outside of Hail, Frustration, Earthquake, U-turn, and Quick Attack. This is basically a very similar set to last time, but this time I am Choice Banded and not Silk Scarf, because last time I did play a lot of Mind Games. I went to bluff the Choice Band, I'm Silk Scarf. This time I am actually Choice Banded, so it brings in some Mind Games as well. Does he think I'm Silk Scarf again? Does he not? Does he think I can switch up moves? Does he think I'm Choice Banded? All this good stuff. But Diggersby is still a huge threat to his team. His only normal resist is the Steelix and the Sandslash, which both are of course wrecked by Earthquake. So he has some troubles with my boy Diggersby right here. U-turn, of course, for momentum, Quick Attack for a bit of priority. Yeah, basically the wall breaker of the team. We have like, this is a bit offensive, but it has mainly defensive options, or like take a hit and deal a lot of damage back options. Then defensive one surprising sweeper, one Wall Breaker, and then we have the main sweeper of the team, which is once again Dragon Dance Latios, but this time no Lumberry, this I have Dragonium Z, which does not only give me the option for the Dragon Claw, being devastating direct, doing a lot of damage to one of his walls, but giving me the option for Z Dragon Dance potentially as well, which gives me +2 attack and +1 speed, so I can sweep easier through his team. I got Steel Wing there for the Alone Ninetales, and Earthquake of course for the Alone Mug. Basically, the best coverage I can ask for his team. Last time I had Zen Headbutt over Steel Wing, which made me not really hit the Ninetales, which was a big, annoying problem. So this time I have the Steel Wing, so I can just Oko that. And yeah, barring I miss, I can basically deal with that. And yeah, this is the main sweeper of the team. He might see it coming. Last time I did reveal that I was Dragon Dance on the last turn. But in general, it's just way too good versus team. The Dragonium Z had over any other item nerfs the knockoff on the Marcus Wells. We can potentially set up on that, get Dragon Dance, kill with Earthquake, and all this good stuff. But yeah, that is my team. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. It's basically a very similar team to last time, just minor tweaks and changes right here. It's Mon-wise, it's the same, barring no Comfy. For that I have Roserade. And yeah, but some have still the same roles. Like this is still offensive, this is still Dragon Dance, this is still physically defensive, this is still special defensive, and this is still a sweeper with speed boosting. Not through ability, but this time through agility. But yeah, I think these changes are what gonna be pulled through. I think my last team was good. The main thing was no recovery on Skarmory, which I have now, and of course my misplays I did with him, which of course won't be happening again. But yeah, that is all from this team builder. Let me know what you think about the team, and yeah, you will see the match tomorrow. I will see you there.